Good morning. Welcome to RidgeLife. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, I'm back. I am back on the ridge. Just barely. Oh my gosh, guys. It wasn't a fun, but eventful trip. It was definitely fun and eventful. But I'm back on the ridge now. It is a dreary, overcast day. We got rain coming here on the ridge. It's okay. I got stuff I can do in the rain. But let me tell you a story about what happened on the way home. We almost didn't make it. It got kind of squirrely for a while. Woo, az48coffee.com. Thank you, my good buddy Eric, for sending me out this nice gourmet coffee. Go get some for yourself. Link down in the description. Yeah, so driving home, let me switch over here. Switch hands. Hold my coffee on that hand. So driving home, we were in Meredith's Land Rover, had the trailer connected to it with the CVO street, 23 Harley Davidson Street Glide CVO. Some people said, Tim, don't call it the CVO. That sounds pretentious. Well, I'm not really a Harley guy. I've never been a Harley guy. And I just know that I ordered my CVO ahead of time and it was just called a CVO. Technically, it is the Harley Davidson Street Glide CVO edition, right? Like David's is the 24 Harley Davidson Street Glide, right? It's not a CVO, it's Harley Davidson Street Glide. See, and what makes it a Street Glide versus a Road Glide and all that, basically from here back, it's exactly the same as far as the shape and everything. And the batwing fairing here makes it a Street Glide. The Road Glide has a fixed fairing, and the handlebars turn and the fairing stays fixed. That's a Road Glide versus Street Glide. And then, of course, the CVO adds CVO speakers and paint and all kinds of different CVO things to it. So I don't know. I just call it the CVO. David's is the Street Glide. They're both Street Glides, but I digress. Had a little problem on the way home. You guys know that, some of you guys know, in Arkansas, they've upped their speed limits to 75 miles an hour on many of the roads. Basically, when we leave Memphis, heading over into Arkansas, we go all the way down to Little Rock, and then we went over to Fayetteville up to Rogers. And those highways are like 75 miles an hour, 70 and 75. Well, it's starting to rain a little bit, guys. Towing this trailer behind Meredith's Land Rover was not a problem. Got it up there, had a good time. We rode hundreds of miles. Meredith's first motorcycle rally, first motorcycle trip. Now, she'd been on my bike a few times before, really just a few. But this time she rode hours for days. And matter of fact, we rode Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's right, my birthday was Sunday. David left Friday. So Meredith and I had Saturday together to celebrate. That was very nice. That's right, David left Saturday. Yeah, that's right. Had to make sure I figured this out. And of course, Anthony and Roxanne didn't get to make it. Unfortunately, that kind of blew. But it was good. It was a good trip. So on the way home, well, first there was one thing. And I've got video of it, and it's not going to be in this video. It'll be, I'm putting it together. And it is raining pretty good. Me and Meredith, Saturday after David left, we went on a ride, and we went to a waterfall. Oh yeah, it was a waterfall. And it was a little waterfall just outside of Rogers in Buena Vista or something like that. And we looked at how far it was and everything, wasn't too far. And when we got there was a reservoir and a dam and a road that goes up to it, and the outlet, there was a waterfall off this reservoir dam off to the side in the woods. And but the parking, there was no parking. It was paved and gravel, and it was on a slope. And I had to park this thing on pavement, on gravel, next to pavement, on a slope, like a 30-degree slope. And it was. I had her. I stopped it. I had her get off. And then I kind of got it, and I had to use the kickstand in the gravel. That wasn't the hard part. The hard part was then trying to get down. There was traffic going up and back and forth. And so I said, all right, I'm gonna try to get this thing on the pavement and not too much of a slope, and then you can get on and we'll just go down. So man, talking about Austin Powers and a 12-point turn, 100-point turn. So I get on it, and of course the gravel's all slippery, slidey and everything. And I get on it, I level it out, and then I have to go back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward about 1,000 times till I can got it on the pavement and angled down. Because again, it was like this with all that loose gravel on and everything, but she got on it, got off, so no issues there. That was not the big issue on the way home. Not at all. What was the issue was we're driving back and we weren't, you know, when you hook up a trailer, hook up a bike and a trailer and everything, you make sure everything's good. So we got this, I use my Uncle Sonny's trailer here, and he has these built-on ratchet straps. And I've got these Rhino softeners, Rhino USA softeners that, you know, go around the crash bar here. And then I got the hook, and that way everything's, you know, softened. So, and then I got this docking station here for the bike, and it goes up in there, rolls, locks it in place, and I got it strapped in place. And I had the spare tire tied in. I got this locked in. And then in the back, he's got these other straps, right? And right now I got it done to the wheel over there. You notice something? Besides it's raining right now? See how the bike is leaning? This strap broke. Look at there. That strap broke. And it was, what had happened was, we went up and I had a softener, I had a Rhino softener, and I had it going through the rear wheel under, and I had this attached to the other side of the softener. Well, on the way home, I decided to do a little differently because I didn't like it almost scratching my exhaust right there. So I mounted up higher, but I didn't have another softener. And so it got a sharp edge and it cut it. And guys, I was driving down the interstate, you know, I had pulled over to check it after we got on the road for a while. And it's raining hard now, guys. Let me get over here. It's not supposed to rain hard for very long. Whew. Okay, so get out here. So I pulled over and I checked it, everything was fine. Well, we got on the interstate, and I'm always looking in my mirrors, checking my load and everything, and I see the back left strap over here was loose. And I'm like, what? So I pull over on the interstate, and I said, Meredith, you know, just give me a second. We pull over the interstate, and the bike, right, that tail section was not being held at all because that one side was just looped and the other side had snapped, had cut, had broke, and woo, retracted back in there. So the rear end of the bike was not stabilized at all. That's why that strap was flapping like this, because it was just hung on the back where I had it going through, but the other side got, you know, on a sharp edge and cut. That's why you should always use softeners and make sure you don't, you know, get it against sharp edges or anything. So, so I had to redo it. I pulled that strap down on the interstate. Woo, guys, when you pull over on the interstate, that is some scary stuff. I probably should have gone a little farther, but I was afraid of, you know, what was going to happen. I didn't really know what was going to happen on the bike. So I got on the back there, and I re-ran the strap through the wheel on the bottom side, tightened it down, and rode home with 3 straps. Now, I could have stopped at Love's and got a 4th strap. And normally I can, in the F-250, I carry tons of straps. I always carry extras of everything, but we were in Meredith's truck this time, so I didn't have all my extra things. But let's go back over here. I know it's raining again. Let's go over here one more time. So this one basically just kept the rear of the bike from kicking. Well, I mean, it still could have kicked this way, but it couldn't kick this way too much. See, normally you stabilize, but the rear, and see, it's leaning a little bit. The rear stabilized it. This one is gonna keep the bike from turning too much, right? When the rear wheel bounces and hops. This one's gonna keep it from doing too much. You can see it is leaning a little bit. But this right here, and then normally I put big old lag bolts, but this isn't my trailer. When I had it on my trailer, I put big old lag bolts right through there, and you don't need this green strap. That thing will hold the bike in position. You see this little thing right here on a hinge. When you push this down, you drive up on it, and then it flips. This flip rocks forward and locks it. See, that is locked in position. So that holds it. This stabilizes it, keeps it from rocking, and then these just basically stabilize the rear end from the back when you hit a big bump bouncing to and fro. So, whew, I got lucky. I got lucky. You can see it's leaning a little bit. There you go. It's leaning to the right. I did tighten everything back down. Everything's, it made it just fine. But that was a scary, scary situation when you got a 1,000-pound bike like that traveling, and whew, it's kind of expensive too. I don't want to damage my bike, especially from my ignorance. So luckily we got an extra one of those ratchet straps, and that's not going to be an issue. Switch this over here. I gotta go. You know it's raining. I gotta take this down to Grandma Carol's and unload it. I'm not keeping it in here just yet, again, because I still got to. Open this up. I still got to get the mini split. Those two boxes right there are the mini split. I got to get them mounted into the power shed in there. Everything looks still pretty good here. I get rid of all this stuff when I get the mini split installed. Go over here. Go in the power shed. Oh, look at all the stink bugs. Stink bug, stink bug, stink bug, all just dropping everywhere. I hate stink bug. Stink bug right there. So I gotta go to Lowe's and get my trim. Looks like everything is held up while I was gone. Then go get my trim and finish this out. Guys, it is so much cooler in there than outside. And it's not super hot today, but it is so much cooler in there for sure. Oh, I did get my proper lugs for my ground. So I got that one there, and I got that one up there. Everything is nice and tight. Again, I'll be getting rid of all these wires once we wire up to the regular power section. Everything's good in the power tent. Set the animals up for success when I left. Let's get over here. I'm gonna set my coffee down on the table here. You can see the water is dripping. Let's go over here. Ooh. I've already fed and restocked all the animals. Hey guys, you standing under the shade from the rain? Everybody seems to be doing pretty well. We still got 6 chickens and 3 rabbits. Let me turn this off. Don't want to shock myself. Don't want to shock myself. Hell, in the hot tub. Don't want to shock myself. So everybody seems to be doing good. Her eye, Spot's eye is doing great. Both eyes are open and fully. See, the Road Ranger is Sunset, and that's Luna, right? Did I get that right? But her respiratory is a lot better. She's breathing a lot better. Luna is doing good. And of course, Sylvia and Goldie are doing fine. Matter of fact, their butts look a lot better. That's right. And Elvis, how you doing? You get over your cold? His cock-a-doodle-doo was rough the other day, but it's a lot better now. But the new chickens have decided they like to roost on top of the hutch. So they're pooping all over the top of the hutch. It's pretty funny. They roost up there. They still get in there when the weather's good. But the feeder stayed full. The automatic water stayed full. Yep, automatic water works just fine. And let's come over here. And the food, I just filled these up. Those stayed filled the entire. Of course, Grandma was here Carol was here to check on stuff, but the water was fine. I just filled the waters up. There we go. Yep, waters. Get that straight. But yeah, food. Everybody's doing fine. Let's check Ginger. Hey, Ginger. You look so pretty. My goodness, you are pretty. Everything's nice and clean in your hutch. Good job, girl. Good job. All right, so, oops, everything was pretty good on the ridge. Had an amazing trip. Again, thanks to everyone for all the birthday wishes. Got to spend my birthday with Meredith alone. That was the very first time Meredith and I were away on a trip together ever, and we've been dating almost 8 months. Very first trip. You know, I know David was with us part of it, but that Sunday when we celebrated my birthday was the first time Meredith and I were ever away from home on a trip together. That is true. That is true. Everything looks pretty here around the campfire. Very pretty, very pretty. I think Morgan may be coming back up. He's on spring break. We may do some more skeet shooting. That's why I left the skeet chair out. And I think he wants to do some bow hunting too for deer. So I got to make sure I get the blinds set up and the tree stands all tightened down and get our target out and the crossbow so we can start practicing. And I know a lot of y'all are worried about the materials over there. They're doing fine. I've checked on them. No rips. Everything's on it, keeping them nice and dry. I'm going to start moving them around a little bit to get them staged for when I do the subfloor. I got to mow the yard again. And I know right here it doesn't look like it, but over there it's really growing tall all along that backside. All right, it's raining again. You hear it? Look at the wind blowing. Time for me to go and get some work done. Actually, the first thing I got to do, I gotta go unload the motorcycle before the big rain gets here. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. It's always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there. Be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of my channels. So guys, until next time, hope everyone has a blessed day. Keep rambling and go Ridge Life. Woo!